Imagine waking up to news that our sun, the giant star powering life on Earth, has just erupted with one of its most powerful explosions of the year. Right now, in February 2026, a single sunspot region called AR4366 is stealing the show in the solar system. This massive, highly complex sunspot has been firing off X-class solar flares like fireworks, including a powerful X4.2 flare just yesterday and an even stronger X8.1 earlier this week. It's not just dramatic, it's the most active region we've seen in the current solar cycle, and it's pointing straight at us. Today, we're diving deep into what's happening with AR4366, what these flares really mean for Earth, the chances of seeing the northern lights, and why this is such an exciting time to be following solar weather. Stick around, because the sun isn't done yet, and understanding this could help you catch one of nature's most incredible displays. Let's start with the basics, so everyone can follow along. The sun goes through an 11-year cycle of activity, and right now we're right in the peak phase called solar maximum. During this time, sunspots, those dark, cooler areas on the sun's surface caused by intense magnetic fields, become more common and more powerful. Sunspots are like magnets twisted up tight, and when that tension snaps, we get solar flares, sudden bursts of energy and radiation. The strongest ones are X-class flares, and AR4366 has produced multiple of them in just the past few days, including the X8.1 on February 1st, which was one of the strongest flares recorded in 2026 so far, followed by an X4.2 on February 4th, and even more M-class flares continuing today, like M2.5, M2.7, and others popping off regularly. What makes AR4366 so special? This region has grown incredibly fast to cover an area equivalent to about 6.5 Earths placed side by side. Its magnetic structure is classified as beta gamma delta. That's the most complex and unstable type possible. Think of it as a tangled ball of magnetic ropes ready to unravel at any moment. Because of this complexity, forecasters from NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center give it a high probability for more flares. Around 40% chance of another X-class, R3, R5 strong radio blackout level, and 80% for M-class in the next day or so. Even as its growth has slowed slightly today, the flaring hasn't stopped. It's still pumping out energy at an impressive rate. Now, when a solar flare happens, it sends out a flash of X-rays and ultraviolet light that can reach Earth in just 8 minutes, causing temporary radio blackouts on the sunlit side of our planet. We've seen minor to moderate blackouts from these recent events, affecting HF radio communications in some areas, but the real show often comes from something called a coronal mass ejection, or CME. A CME is like a massive cloud of solar plasma, charged particles and magnetic fields blasted into space. Not every flare produces a big CME, but several from AR4366 have, including ones from the X8.1 and others earlier this week. One of these CMEs is expected to deliver a glancing blow to Earth's magnetic field late on February 5th or into the 6th. That glancing impact could trigger a minor G1 class geomagnetic storm. G1 storms are the mildest level, but even they can make the Aurora, the northern lights, visible much farther south than usual. Right now, forecasts suggest possible aurora sightings in high-latitude regions like Canada, Scandinavia, Alaska, and even parts of the northern United States, up to around 11 or more states near the border if conditions line up perfectly. The lights appear when those solar particles interact with Earth's atmosphere, exciting oxygen and nitrogen molecules to glow in greens, purples, and reds. It's completely harmless to us on the ground, but it's one of the most beautiful natural phenomena you can witness. For folks in lower latitudes like Lahore, direct views are unlikely, but if a stronger storm develops unexpectedly, which happens sometimes with glancing CMEs, the buzz and photos will be everywhere online. Beyond the aurora excitement, these events remind us how connected our planet is to the sun. Solar flares and CMEs can influence satellite operations, GPS accuracy, power grids during stronger storms, and even airline routes over the poles. But the good news is that organizations like NOAA, NASA, and Space Weather Live monitor this 24/7, issuing alerts well in advance so we can prepare if needed. Right now, no major disruptions are expected from the current activity, just elevated conditions that make space weather fascinating rather than frightening. We're in solar maximum, so events like this are more frequent, giving us more chances to learn about our star and enjoy its light shows. One of the coolest parts is how we can actually see this happening in real time. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory captures stunning images and videos of these flares in different wavelengths, showing the sun's surface lighting up like a giant plasma lamp. If you look up recent SDO footage of the X4.2 flare, you'll see the bright flash and the loops of plasma dancing around AR4366. It's mesmerizing. Sites like spaceweather.com and Earth Sky update daily with the latest counts, forecasts, and beautiful aurora photos from around the world. Following these sources helps turn raw data into something we can all appreciate. As we move deeper into 2026, AR4366 will continue rotating across the sun's face, staying Earth-directed for several more days. That means the potential for more flares and possible CMEs remains high. Forecasters are watching closely, and if another big one pops, we could see even more aurora activity or interesting space weather effects. This is why solar maximum feels so alive. The sun is reminding us it's not just a quiet ball of fire. It's a dynamic powerhouse shaping our corner of the universe. If you're as amazed by this as I am, hit that like button right now to show some love for the sun's epic performance, and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss an update on the next big flare or aurora alert. Drop a comment below. Have you ever seen the northern lights in person, or are you hoping to catch them soon? Share your thoughts and let me know what solar topic you want covered next. Maybe more on how CMEs work or tips for photographing auroras. Your engagement helps this channel grow and keeps bringing you the freshest space weather breakdowns. Thanks for watching. Stay curious about the cosmos, and I'll see you in the next video when the sun inevitably surprises us again. Take care and clear skies.